If you're looking to get into the RC plane hobby, look no further than this WLtoys F949 Cessna. I've had it for a couple of months now and I wanted to make a thorough review of it and not just an unboxing, so you can see my plane is a bit beat up already because I was flying it almost every weekend. So if you're new to the hobby and if you want to get your first RC plane, this is a perfect option for you. It comes with everything you see here before you, the plane obviously, transmitter, and you have two spare props, and one is already installed. You have two spare nose cones, some screws, two batteries, and a charger that can charge 4 batteries at a time by USB, and this tiny little screwdriver. The tiny little screwdriver as well. Yeah. So this is the Pro version, and you also have a non-Pro version which has 3 motors connected to the central gear. I chose the Pro version, and it comes with one more powerful motor, and it also comes with lights. So on AliExpress it is sold as WLtoys F949, but when you actually receive it, it's branded as Park 10 Toys. It doesn't say WLtoys anywhere on it. That's the size of it, 50 centimeters wingspan by 37 centimeters length. In the instruction manual you have all the features, you have the electronics here. Unlike the regular version, the Pro version comes with 2 servos that are separate. On the non-Pro version, from what I understand, the servos are built into the main board. So if you need to change servos, it's going to be simpler here. Changing the prop is very easy on this plane. You just unscrew the screw here and remove the prop, and you see my prop is beat up by hard landings, and I had a few of them and the plane survived well. What happened when you crash it is just the whole motor assembly. Right here you can see the brass gear, which is the motor, and you see the plastic gear, which is the prop gear. So when you land it hard and smack it nose first, the whole assembly just moves backwards. And how you fix it, you just pull it back out like this, and it keeps on flying well. The transmitter, it also says Park 10 Toys and not WLtoys, and unlike the older versions, this one only uses 4 AA's. The older ones, and I've seen videos on YouTube about this RC plane which are 10 years old. That's the oldest video I've seen about it. So this plane has been around for a while. So the transmitter, nothing special here. It's not like professional grade, it's toy grade, I think. That's the best way to describe it. The stick only gives you the throttle. It doesn't move left to right because the wings do not have flaps and servos in them. Only the tail has the servo controlled area. So the transmitter, you power it up by using the middle button, and you have the trims, the 4 trims, and you have the left, right, and up and down control here. On the screen you can see all your information. You have the percentage of the throttle, you have the percentage of the other 2 channels, and this button switches between low steering rate and high steering rate. Also, long press on this button turns on and off the lights on the wings. And this button right here switches on and off the gyro, which is very important in this plane because it helps you fly it and stabilize it. Without the gyro, this thing is almost impossible to fly. So when the gyro is off, the light is purple. When it's on, you see the tiny gyro logo here, and the light is blue. So the remote is very, very simple. There's nothing on it. There's no hook to like put it on a lanyard or something. So that's the remote. The batteries. You have two batteries which are very, very small. 500 milliamp hours, 3.7 volts. And both these batteries charge pretty quick. I mean, like half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. If you plug it into a USB, the batteries are charged. Each battery gives you from 15 to 20 minutes of flight. And if you want more, you can easily order these batteries from AliExpress separately. The plane comes disassembled, and all you need to do is plug this part in. Also, you need to plug in the cable for the lights. You can see the LED strips connected into one. You have to plug it in like this, and with the provided screw, you just screw in here and the wings hold on. I smashed it once into like a branch. This is where this mark is from, and the whole thing just came out like that. And you just like plug it back in, screw it back in, and it keeps on flying. So crashes on the nose are okay, crashes on the wings are okay. This foam is pretty strong, and from all the times I crashed it, no permanent damage happened to the plane. And you can see the main board and the two servos in the back. The servos control the surface and also this whole rear surface as well. So as I said, the wings don't have any flaps in them that allow it to steer like a regular plane. So on all RC planes, like full size, you have 4 servos. Here you have only 2 servos that control the tail. And the graphics all come already pre-applied, and I think it looks pretty nice. It's painted, and like the windows are painted, the graphics are stickers, and also the landing gear comes separate, and you have to install it. Basically just stick in the front wheel and stick in the back 2 wheels. The battery is hidden behind this door. You just put it in like that, connect the connector, and close it, and it's ready to fly. The on and off switch is here behind the front wheel. So once everything is connected, you just hit the switch and it starts flashing. Then you take the remote, turn it on, put the throttle all the way down, it beeps, and the lights go solid, and that's when you know it's connected. The lights on the wings are green, and on the website the lights are green and red, but you can clearly see it's green and purple. It's not red. So that's that. Also, the lights start flash when you start to lose power. So you feel the power starts to go down, and that's when you know you have to land and change batteries. If you don't notice the flashing of the lights, if you fly it too high and too far from you, it will just cut off in the air. It happened to me a few times. The remote does not have any low battery indication. The only indication you have is the flashing of the lights. So you have to be careful and be aware of that. And when you fly it, you have to like make some low passes from time to time just to make sure you still have battery. I also try to fly it in absolute darkness, and it's really difficult because when you have it in this angle towards you, you can't see anything. So if it had lights on both edges of the wing, maybe it would be better for night flight. But again, as a beginner kind of toy, you don't really want to fly it in the dark. You need to fly it in good lighting conditions. So it's connected, it's ready to fly. You just hit the throttle and you can throw it to launch it, or you can launch it from the ground. And because of these tiny little wheels, it's kind of difficult to launch from the ground, but it is definitely possible. So you have a throttle indicator here, you have like the percentage of the throttle, and for the steering you have from left to right this part moves, and up and down this whole rear wing part is moving. And you see the two metal wires, I guess you call them, that are controlling the rear steering surfaces. Oh, and you also hear this, like the gyros are moving. That's the the servos are moving. That's the gyro correcting. So the gyro is very aggressive here, and of course for beginners it should be. So if you make any mistake, the gyro will correct you, and it will correct you very aggressively. And if you turn it on, if you turn it off, go silent, no gyro, only free control. And in this mode you can like do backflips with it, but it is very difficult to fly it with the gyro off. So I mean, when I trying to do some tricks, I just turn it off for a moment, do the flip, and turn it right back on because I'm afraid it will crash. So for 40 bucks, I mean, you can't get any better than that if you want to get into the hobby. And I usually like have RC cars, and I didn't have any planes before that. And when I bought it and started flying it, I realized how fun it is. So if you want to give RC planes a try, this is the way to go. There are more expensive options and bigger options, but just to get the feeling of it and just to understand if you like it or not, I think that is the best option out there.